What if I told you that most popular study methods are a complete waste of time? You might be surprised, even skeptical. After all, these are the techniques we've been taught for years, the ones that seem intuitive. But what if I told you that the way we've been approaching learning is fundamentally flawed? Science backs this up. Decades of research in cognitive psychology and neuroscience have revealed some startling truths about how our brains actually learn and retain information. We spend years highlighting, meticulously marking up our textbooks, believing we're solidifying the information in our minds, rereading, going over the same material again and again, hoping it will eventually stick, and cramming, pulling all-nighters, desperately trying to stuff our brains with as much information as possible before the big test, only to forget most of it within a week. The frustration is real, isn't it? You put in the hours, you do the work, but the knowledge just seems to slip away. This isn't your fault. It's a flaw in how we approach learning. The traditional methods often encourage passive absorption rather than active engagement. Imagine trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. You pour and pour, but the water just keeps leaking out. That's what passive studying does. It's like pouring information into your brain without giving it a chance to stick. The forgetting curve shows we lose information rapidly, a concept Hermann Ebbinghaus introduced, illustrating the exponential decay of memory over time. Unless we intervene, we need strategies to combat this natural tendency to forget. School habits create an illusion of knowledge, a false sense of security that we've truly mastered the material. That quickly fades. The information is there one moment and gone the next. Think of your brain as a garden, not a hard drive. It's not just about storing information, it's about nurturing it. Seeds need care, not just dumping. You can't just throw information at your brain and expect it to grow into lasting knowledge. Highlighting is like painting seed packets. Looks good, but nothing grows. It might make you feel like you're doing something productive, but it doesn't actually help you remember the information. Rereading is like staring at soil, hoping for plants. You're passively absorbing the information but not actively engaging with it. These passive habits don't build strong, lasting memories. They create a superficial understanding that quickly fades away. We stick to them because they feel easy and productive. They provide a sense of accomplishment without requiring much mental effort. But it's a trick. A cognitive illusion that leads us to believe we're learning effectively when we're not. Real learning is effortful. Recall and practice are key. Actively retrieving information from your memory strengthens the neural pathways and makes it more likely you'll remember it later. The reward? Knowledge that lasts a lifetime. A deep, lasting understanding that you can apply to new situations and build upon over time. Are you ready to learn how to plant your garden of knowledge the right way? To cultivate a mind that's not just full of information, but also capable of critical thinking and problem solving? Let's dig into the science behind why we forget, and how to fix it. We'll explore evidence-based strategies that can transform your learning and help you achieve your full potential. The journey starts now. Let's unlock the secrets to effective learning and build a foundation for lifelong success. Ever felt absolutely certain you knew something inside and out, like you could explain it to anyone? Only to draw a complete blank when you actually needed to use that knowledge, leaving you frustrated and questioning your understanding? That's the illusion of knowing at play, a common cognitive bias that affects us all. Our brains have a sneaky way of confusing familiarity with genuine deep understanding. It's a subtle but powerful difference that can significantly impact how effectively we learn and retain information. Rereading the same material over and over again makes the information feel incredibly easy and accessible. But that feeling of ease is often just recognition, not true recall, which is a much deeper level of understanding. Recognition is like seeing a familiar face in a crowd. You know you've seen them before. Recall, on the other hand, is like remembering someone's name without any hints or prompting. It requires active effort. Exams are designed to test recall, your ability to retrieve information, not just your ability to recognize it when you see it. Unfortunately, most traditional study habits tend to focus on building recognition, creating that illusion of knowing. This leaves us ultimately unprepared when it comes time to actually apply what we've learned. Learning is a process, much like learning to ride a bike. You can't just watch someone else do it. You have to get on, wobble, and inevitably fall a few times. That feeling of struggling to recall information is actually the real, productive work of learning. The illusion of knowing subtly tricks us into thinking we're already prepared and competent. And as a result, we often skip the crucial step of engaging in real, active practice. This is precisely why spending hours passively studying can still lead to surprisingly poor results when it comes to test day. So, to break free from this cycle, you need to actively question your own confidence. Ask yourself, can I actually prove that I know this material without looking at my notes? Actively test yourself, don't just passively review the information. Embrace the feeling of struggle and difficulty. That's the sensation of your brain actively growing and forming new connections. Consciously swap out passive review techniques for active recall strategies. The very first step towards achieving real, lasting learning is to actively challenge your own sense of certainty and perceived knowledge. Let's delve deeper and see how this illusion of knowing plays out, specifically with the common and often misleading practice of highlighting textbooks. Is your textbook a rainbow of highlighter ink? You're not alone. Highlighting feels productive, but studies show it barely helps memory. It's passive. Your brain isn't connecting ideas or summarizing. Most students highlight too much, turning pages into a blur. Highlighting tricks you into thinking you've learned, but it's just the illusion of knowing. Worse, it isolates facts, making it harder to see the big picture. True learning links ideas together, not just marking them. If you use a highlighter, do it after summarizing from memory. Mark only the core ideas. Make highlighting a confirmation, not a shortcut. But there's a better way: active recall and spaced repetition. Let's tackle the next big myth: cramming. The all-nighter, every student's last resort. Cramming feels heroic, but it's a disaster for real learning. Sleep is when your brain locks in memories. Skip it, and you lose what you just learned. Cramming overloads your brain, causing confusion and stress. It's like dumping books in a pile and hoping to find the right one later. The solution? Spaced repetition. Study in short, spread-out sessions. 10 one-hour sessions beat one 10-hour marathon. Each review strengthens your memory, brick by brick. Build knowledge to last, not just to survive the test. Ditch the cramming, your brain will thank you. Now, let's bust the myth of learning styles. Are you a visual learner? Science says learning styles are a myth. Studies show matching study methods to your style doesn't improve results. We all learn best when information comes in multiple formats. Believing in learning styles can limit your growth and make failure feel inevitable. Don't box yourself in. Become a flexible, adaptable learner. Use a mix: read, watch, listen, explain, and draw. The more ways you engage, the stronger your memory. Build a toolkit, not a label. The goal is versatility, not a perfect fit. Embrace all learning methods to maximize your potential. So, what actually works? Let's find out. Forget the myths. Real learning relies on active recall and spaced repetition. Active recall means pulling information from memory, not just reviewing notes. Every time you struggle to remember, you strengthen your memory. Use flashcards, practice tests, or write out what you know from memory. Spaced repetition means reviewing material at increasing intervals. This tells your brain, don't forget this. Combine both. Test yourself, then review again after a day, then a few days later. Focus on what you missed, not what you already know. This method builds lasting, durable knowledge. Ditch passive review. Make your brain work. Try these strategies and watch your memory transform. Next, see how technology can supercharge your learning. Enter AI. Imagine a tutor who knows exactly what you're about to forget and reminds you at the perfect time. That's AI-powered learning. Apps like Anki and Quizlet use spaced repetition algorithms to optimize your study sessions. They track what you know and focus on what you're likely to forget. AI personalizes your learning path, targeting your weak spots. It can analyze your mistakes and suggest resources to help. This moves us beyond one-size-fits-all education, but don't rely on AI alone. Use it to boost your own skills. The future AI tutors, simulations, and personalized feedback. Use these tools as a launchpad, not a crutch. Technology can make learning more effective and engaging. Now let's put these ideas into action with a challenge. Ready to upgrade your memory in just 7 days? Imagine unlocking a sharper, more efficient version of your mind. This isn't about cramming information. It's about transforming how you learn and retain knowledge. Here's your challenge: a structured plan to boost your memory and understanding. This isn't just a quick fix, it's a pathway to building lasting learning habits. Pick a topic, any subject you want to master. It could be anything from astrophysics to ancient history, a new language, or even a complex software program. The key is to choose something you're genuinely interested in. Day 1, do a brain dump. Write everything you know about the topic from memory. Don't consult any resources at this stage. This is about assessing your current understanding and identifying gaps in your knowledge. Day 2, turn your notes into questions. No highlighting, just questions. Highlighting can create a false sense of understanding. Instead, focus on formulating questions that will guide your learning. Day 3. Test yourself on those questions without looking at notes. This is crucial for identifying what you truly know versus what you think you know. Mark what you miss. Be honest with yourself. These are your areas for improvement. Day 4. Make flashcards for your weak spots. Focus on the concepts and facts you struggled with during the self-test. Use a spaced repetition app. These apps are designed to optimize your learning by showing you flashcards at increasing intervals, reinforcing your memory over time. Day 5. Teach the topic to someone else simply. If you get stuck, review. Don't be afraid to revisit your notes or textbooks to clarify any confusing points. Day 6. Test yourself again on all questions. Focus on what's still tough. Identify the areas where you're still making mistakes and dedicate extra time to understanding them. Day 7. Do another brain dump. Compare it to day 1, you'll be amazed. You'll see a significant increase in the amount of information you can recall and a deeper understanding of the topic. This isn't about studying more but smarter. It's about using effective techniques to maximize your learning and retention. You'll see real, lasting improvement in just a week. This challenge is designed to create a foundation for long-term learning success. Build these habits, and you'll transform how you learn forever. These techniques will become second nature, making learning more efficient and enjoyable. The science works. Now it's your turn to try. This method is based on proven cognitive principles that enhance memory and understanding. Are you ready to see the difference? Get ready to experience a significant boost in your memory and learning abilities. Start today. Ditch the old habits and embrace what works. Say goodbye to passive learning and hello to active recall and spaced repetition. Your brain is ready for an upgrade. Unlock your cognitive potential and experience the power of effective learning. Take the challenge and see what you can achieve. You might surprise yourself with how much you can learn in just 7 days. Let's wrap up your journey to a better memory and a more effective learning strategy. You've learned why we forget, how our brains trick us, and which study habits actually work. Active recall and spaced repetition are your new superpowers. The universe of knowledge is yours to explore. Curiosity is your compass. Learning is a lifelong adventure, not just a race to pass exams. The skills you build now will help you adapt, solve problems, and pursue your passions. AI and technology can boost your journey, but you're the captain. Embrace the struggle. It means you're growing. Stay curious. It fuels your progress. You have the tools and the map. The adventure starts now. What will you choose to learn next? The universe of knowledge is waiting. Go explore. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you found value in this video, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Hit the like button if this was helpful, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Have questions or suggestions for future videos? Drop them in the comments below. See you in the next one.